Okay, so just a quick primer, if or a review if you are having trouble connecting to your the web server. This server that we're using today will be DreamHost. So we'll show you how to get connected, and from anywhere you have an internet connection, and also to move up those assets from your local machine to that server, and then how to find that, or to browse to those assets through an appropriate URL in your browser. So first things first, we fire up a copy of FileZilla. Make sure you have the latest version for security purposes, so they're always keeping this up to date. So the first thing is the host, and the host we've set up at DreamHost is called Computer Studies. So you simply type in computer study .es. So make sure that this is exactly and precisely what you see on the screen here. So study.es, computer studies. The username will be GC plus your student number, whatever that might be. Mine is a little different. Mine's my name. So yours will be GC plus your student number, and you'll have to dig up your student email. You will have received an email offering this username and password plus the host. So all of your credentials that you'll need to connect to DreamHost at the beginning of the term. If you don't have that, or you can't find it, or you're just flat out stuck, or your password's not working, send a note to CSTech, CSTECH at georgiancollege.ca. That's our computer studies technician, and he or she will help you either reset your password or restore your credentials so that you'll have access to some server space. So you type in the username. Your password will be whatever we have sent you. The port will need to be, generally for FTP, for file transfer protocol, it is 21. It will need to be port 22. That will allow us to use a secure FTP, or SFTP as it's called, and then go ahead and hit Quick Connect. So what you're looking for here is that your the status here is connected to Computer Studies, and then it successfully retrieves a directory. So here your directory will be a / which is the root, home on the server, which is where all of the accounts are maintained, and then your account here will be GC plus your student number. So this is your home account. So crack this open here. You can use a little toggle arrow, and inside this folder called GC plus your student number, you'll see a cache, a .cache, a logs. You can ignore these two files. These are for server functionality, and also for maintaining writing access logs for record keeping. The folder that you want to pay attention to is this one here, which is GC student number .computerstudy.es. So this is what we call the public folder. So this is where you need to put your any and all items that you wish for the to be browsable via the open web. So if you put them in here, anything in here is not publicly available, but this folder inside that. So GC student number .computer studies. This is anyone with a web browser can view any of the items in here. So this is what we want. So we want to put our files in here. So then we here only on the left panel is these are all of the stuff on your system. The right pair of panels here rather, is all of the files and directories on the remote system, or the server at DreamHost in this case. So here we'll modify to I've got a Mac OS 10 operating system. If you have Windows, it might be a little different, but this is your file system. So navigate. In this case, I've put what I want here under users. S. McCrindle is myself, and on the desktop. So on the desktop, I have a folder here called Lego, which is this one over here. And so my Lego folder here contains it will contain all of my HTML files I want for my microsite, any and all assets like image, a folder for images and CSS and all that good stuff. So all of my site or my project or my assignment folders are all inside one folder here. Notice that Lego is all in lowercase. So with a server, you want to avoid using things like spaces or special characters or uppercase even letters. Keep it all lowercase. If you need a space, you put a dash. For example, here we have under the legal folder, legal is all lowercase, and then we have 2 pages called privacy-policy or terms-of-use. It's all lowercase. So this keeps things much simpler from when you're creating a friendly URL, is what we call it. So when we get to browse. So this folder here is what I want to upload into the public folder so I can go to the Lego directory on the browser. So what I'll do is I'll head over to my, I'll grab my Lego folder. I'll navigate first to the public folder here on the right, grab the Lego folder on the left, and throw this entire thing up here. You could drag it up top onto this if you wish, that's fine. So up it goes, and you'll see it's going to chug away there, and it'll indicate files transfer successful, so a number of these things. And then we can browse here. We can look here on locally. I go into the Lego folder, and you can see all of this stuff here is going to be comparable to what's on my local machine as well, right? So how I browse to this is, say I'm interested in going to the index page, the home page for this little microsite. So how I look at this is I recognize that this is my public folder. So this is what I type into the browser is smccrindle.computerstudies / the next directory is Lego. So / Lego / and then whatever the URI or the resource that I want here. In this case, it's index.html. So I'll bring up a browser, and so taking a look at, I'll shrink down my page here so I can I've got the FileZilla in front of me. So I type out here this phrase here, which is smccrindle.computerstudy.es / and then I want the Lego directory. So within there, it's Lego. And then I want within there, I go through the folder and I want index. So index.html. Pull that up. That'll chug away for a minute. And there we go. So there's, if I navigate to any of the other sites, pages like Redbricks, you can see that this will take me to smccrindle, my public folder, / in the Lego directory, and there's my red.html page, which is this one over here. So everything, really the key is moving everything into your public folder and properly naming your directories so that they're all lowercase and there's no weird spaces or special funny characters in there, so that you create a very friendly URL structure in your browser. And that's that. So happy FTPing. Enjoy.